Hi, thank you for joining us for Run4Salmon Teach Week. My name is Nichelle Garcia, and I'm here to share with you some thoughts and activities featured in Mini Lesson 4 on river ecosystems and Mini Lesson 7 on threats to the river. Agriculture, industry, homes and communities that are built along rivers, creeks, and streams often harm or destroy native vegetation. The trees and the plant relatives that grow there have a special relationship with the land and the water, and they have important jobs to do. And one of those main jobs is to provide shade for the water, and that helps keep the water temperature cool, something that's really important, especially in drought years like the ones we're having now. And that's really important for the salmon that need the cool water in its migration and for spawning. And so if you're looking for things to do, things that you can do to support and help the salmon, if you look for different restoration projects in your area, restoring native plants and trees along the waterways, we encourage you to look for those. But that can also start with your home. And bringing native plants back into your landscape is a way that you can help. It reduces your need for extra water and helps provide food and shelter for the wildlife in your area, remembering that where you live is a shared homeland. And so one of the things that I'm doing today, our family just recently moved to Kalapuya homelands in the Willamette River Valley of Oregon, and we're still learning about how to be respectful guests in our new home. And so where we live, we had a lot of invasive English ivy growing, and it was kind of taken over, growing up our big Douglas fir trees here. And you can see over here where it's even growing up the trees and all around the base, choking out those roots. And that's something that you would see and you should look for if you go to your local waterways. You can see a lot of vines, a lot of invasive species that are choking out the native plants there. And so this is a project that we've been working on at our home, is ripping out all that English ivy to help restore the health of these beautiful trees. And we're also introducing some native plants that would normally grow in this area. And so over here, we've gotten some western sword ferns, we've got a mock orange and penstemon, some local sedums, some blue bunch grass, and some woodland strawberries. That it's just a little bit, but it's a good start to help restore this area and provide some ground cover. A lot of people think about decorating their yards with specimen plants that are really pretty to look at. And so we encourage you to be thinking about, again, that shared caretaking of the land, that it's not just for us, that it's also for the birds, the insects, and the animals. We have a lot of deer that come through here, a lot of birds, stellar jays, flickers, chickadees, and a lot of squirrels. And so in picking out these plants, I'm also thinking about which ones are going to provide good food and shelter for all of them and all of our pollinators. And so if that's something that you would like to do, again, you can think about your yard and some of the plants that you have. Once these plants are established in the first year or two, they won't require any additional water. They'll just thrive on their own. And so again, that's reducing the need for any kind of sprinkler systems. It's reducing the water that you're using in your home. And so that is also a way of helping heal our relationship with water and be better caretakers where you are. Thank you for tuning in, and encourage you again to check out our mini lessons, Mini Lesson 4 on river ecosystems and learning more about the native plants and relationships it has with the water, and Mini Lesson 7 about threats to the river and things that are harming our rivers and waterways and how that connects it to you and the waters in your area. Thank you for tuning in. Nichelle Garcia.